What's up guys, JV2017 here, and today I'd like to talk to you all about a game coming out tomorrow that I will be covering on my channel, and that game is called Sunset Overdrive. Now, I thought it'd be useful to give you all a solid overview of the game in terms of the story and gameplay before I post it on my channel starting tomorrow. And unfortunately, I don't have any recorded gameplay because of course the game hasn't come out yet, it comes out tomorrow. But I do have this awesome set of beautiful screenshots for you all to enjoy because this game is very gorgeous, very stylized, and I love it. So let's hop in. First thing to note, this game is an exclusive for Xbox One. So it's exclusive to the new gen and it's exclusive to this specific console. So, you know, it's kind of like the infamous second son of the Xbox side. And this game was made by Insomniac, which is one of my favorite studios because they developed my favorite childhood franchise, Ratchet and Clank. And you'll notice a lot of the elements from this game feel inspired by Ratchet and Clank, and I'll point them out whenever I can. So let's dive into the story. The marketing campaign pretty much for this game likes to call it an awesome apocalypse, which basically, you know, obviously apocalypses are not awesome, but this game does not take itself seriously. It is silly, wacky, incredibly zany, whatever you want to call it. I hate that word, zany, but I used it. So anyways, it's off the wall crazy. It really is. And I guess the campaign part of it is that, well, the story is that this new energy drink called Overcharge turns people into mutants, and you have to deal with that situation, and it causes this apocalypse of, you know, society. And so you control a custom character. You can make this character. It can be male, female. It can be a cross-dressing character. You can put a skirt on your manly man if you want to. And your goal is to survive and escape Sunset City, where this is taking place. And along the way, you will encounter factions of people. You know, little groups that can either help you or harm you along the way. And so this whole, I feel like this whole game is a satire in itself. Not only because it's crazy, but it's also a social commentary. You know, energy drinks turning people into monsters. You know, you could draw all kinds of conclusions from what they're actually, you know, saying from that, and that being, you know, the main part of the story, but we'll have to learn more about it when we actually play it. So that's the story. You control a custom character and you survive the awesome apocalypse. Now let's talk about gameplay. So at its core, Sunset Overdrive is a third-person shooter, and the big element to that is the weapon wheel. I feel like a lot of third-person shooters have a weapon wheel, and this one does too, and that kind of, you know, that was in Ratchet and Clank, so I feel like they borrowed from that as well. And you can just pause the game at any time, bring out your weapon wheel, and choose a weapon, whatever weapon you want. There are just so many really awesome weapons in this game, and I'll get to that in a second. It's also a platformer though. There is grinding, so you can just grind all over the place, all over power lines, rails obviously, and things that look grindable. There's just so many, there's like a very vast environment of you know, objects that you can interact with and grind on. And the reason that is there is because this game wants you to be very active and agile, never standing still, never just running on the ground like a normal game. I think they released a trailer very early on that made fun of Call of Duty, or it made fun of cover shooters, and it was like, wow, you really think I'm gonna stand behind this cover? I don't think so. And so that's not the point of this game. The point of this game is to jump around, grind, jump, you know, go all over the place and always be active, never be still, and kill with style is what they call it. So we'll have to see how that actually functions in the game. And if you want to see gameplay, I'm going to link, the only gameplay video I can find at the moment is PewDiePie. Of course, we all know PewDiePie. He has the most subscribers on YouTube, and he's a fantastic entertainer. Really awesome dude. And if you want to see 15 minutes of this game being played, and you want to see it now before tomorrow when I post it on my channel, link in the description below if you guys want to check that out. The final point I want to make is that the art style and just this whole game is unique, and it feels like its own beast. There are just bright colors all over the place. Whenever you kill a mutant, they explode, and there's just like this orange mist, and just, I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is that this game is not a cookie cutter game. It's very stylized, and I really appreciate that, especially when it gets pulled off. Apparently it has here, because I just read a review right before I recorded this video, and IGN gave this game a 9.0, which is pretty good. Pretty solid review there. So, you know, for the most part, I trust their reviews, but of course I gotta play it for myself. Anyways, the last thing I want to note is this game is ripe with pop culture references. The number one reference that I really like that I've read so far about it is there's a weapon called the Dude, and it shoots bouncing bowling balls. And if you guys don't recognize that, that's a Big Lebowski reference, which is a fantastic movie. You guys should watch it if you haven't. So, that's all I have for you all. I hope you learned something new from this video, and if you did, remember to hit that like button, and stay tuned for Sunset Overdrive starting tomorrow on my channel. Peace!